I know the feeling very well when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. I know the feeling very well when you're ready, when you think that you're ready to move. I know the feeling when you are just feeling that you want something different. You want to move, you want something different, but you still find yourself at that same job, same old job. You done been there for 15 years, you've been there 10 years, you've been there 3 years. Everyone around you is getting promoted. All the new hires that come right up underneath you are getting promoted. You've been in that same position for all these years, and you still question yourself, why am I even still getting up to go to this job? Lord, why? Why do I even put on these clothes? Why do I even go to this job? You've even gone far as throwing resumes out there into the internet world, and you're getting calls back and you're getting interviewed, but you're not getting any success. You are qualified, well qualified, even overqualified, and you're throwing these resumes with confidence. So somebody's going to hire me. I'm hireable. I have accumulated so many years of experience, and my resume is from here to Kalamazoo with all kinds of letters and degrees, so someone's going to hire me. Or my resume is large and in charge because I've got the greatest experience. Whatever the case is, you just are marketable than market itself. But the problem is, no one's calling you back. And day in and day out, you're on the hamster wheel, going to a job. What to make of it? You know that you're being called. You know that you've been called for a purpose greater than yourself. You know that you're destined for something greater than you, for something bigger and better. You know that for a fact, but you're not understanding why you feel like you're stuck at your present job. I've been there. I've been there more than you'd ever want to know. Worked for a company years and years on years, and did a lot for the company, for someone else's vision, that is. Worked as hard as I could, day in and day out. Oh, watch people come in, get promoted right in front of me. Promotion that I felt like I was deserving, and humbly said, not saying that I am the best person out there for that position, but it's just when you know your worth, you know what you've done for the contributed in the company, you know your worth, and you know what you're worth to the company and for the company. But rightfully so, you never got those positions. That position, that new hires got them, people that have just come in 1 year after you, promoted twice the levels up further than you. It just feels like your ladder has just stopped. Well, I tell you that I've been there, done that, until God had a talking to me with. And this is something that was really detrimental, and that this birthed a new motivation. This birthed a new passion. This birthed a new me to get up early in the morning and go to put on my gear, put on my cape, and go to this job that I once was starting to just dread. And I was just tired, and I was just questioning why I was there. I knew I'm a writer. I knew I'm a speaker. I know that I'm destined to do great. I know that I'm destined to be here. I know where Lord sees my destiny. I know that there's something greater than myself out there that I have to serve. And it wasn't making sense. But now, when God revealed this to me, I started to get a new awakening. I was rising up out of bed early, like, this is it, and I thank you, Lord. And the word came to me like, your current circumstances are your future platform. Okay, so I was sitting up there just like gazing out the window, literally, because I'm like, okay, child, today's Sunday. And I used to dread Sundays because it was like, any minute now I gotta go to bed, and then I gotta get up, and then I gotta go. But when I heard your current circumstances are your future platform, it shifted. It shifted a lot in my mind. It shifted a lot in my mind. It shifted a lot in my mind in the way that I thought. I started to realize it was as if somebody just snapped their finger and they went like bling in my head, and I said, oh my gosh. OMG, I say this whole time, and like, by all due respect, I've always believed that nothing happens on coincidence. I believe that the universe works in one accord with the divine, and that every footstep is governed for and every plan is governed for. And so with that thought, I said, he's been up to something all this time. I am not stuck at this dreaded job. This is my platform. Okay, it was a public relation job, a public service job, I should say. See, tons and tons of people. And here is my divine opportunity to work my platform. Today you might feel the same. Today you might have the same dread. Today you might feel like, why even put on these clothes and even go over here? Knowing that you know that you're being called, knowing that you know what your destiny is. I'm here to remind you, like I was reminded, that your current circumstances are your future platform. And I love how it would say circumstances, not necessarily job, because not everyone is struggling with the job thing. Some people are in a circumstance that's unimaginable. Some people are in a circumstance that does not mean it's a job, but they feel like they're in a standstill with their life instead of pursuing what they have been called into. And because of that, I say you're being reminded because of that current circumstance is your future platform. You got to work that circumstance. Don't make the circumstance work you. You got to know, take a breath in, take a breath out, look around you, take inventory of your circumstance. As for me, it was my job. And as for me, it was the time spent in my job. And for me, it was that I was meeting so many people per day. It was ridiculous. And for me, it was talking to all these people and interacting with these people and understanding that I'm destined to be a speaker. I'm a speaker. I'm destined to be an author. I'm a writer. So with that in mind, I started working my platform. I was conducting conversations like I was conducting interviews, and I was having fun. It was no longer just another job that I had to do when I went to work. I made it a purpose to talk and converse with these people. I made it a purpose to get to know what moved them, what inspired them, what made them them. I made it a point and purpose to speak. And I was working the platform, and I'll say, I hate to admit it, but God's right. This working the platform thing was working out tremendously for me. It worked out so well for me that I developed, I like to call it a second degree of confidence, because at first it was one of those, I know I'm destined to be great. I'm destined for something greater than this. I am a speaker. I'm an author. I'm speaking it out into the universe. But in reality, sometimes in your little closet, you start to doubt what you're being called into, because for me, I feel sometimes inadequate. Like, can I really speak to people? Can I really write about people's stories? Can I really? And I'm like, girl, where have you been? This is some joyous moment. So when I took a caption off that, I started to enjoy every single day. It was a new, refreshed awakening in my career, because I've been at this company for so many years. And even not just that, but I realized that God had allowed me this opportunity to be on such a platform as well, to gain great momentum on my professional resume, I should say, for my passion. So that did a lot in terms of, not only is God a methodical God, a well-organized God, but a planned God, but his divine purpose is the purpose. And I say to you today, hold on to where you are. Enjoy that moment again by understanding that you're working your platform. That platform is where your future lies. That circumstance is what is teaching you to be in the platform that God has called you into. So work it, girl. Work it. Or work it, boy. Work it.